All right, well, this is a good segue because this person, even though we didn't date or anything, after this thing with Mick blew up, after the thing with Linda, who you don't even know yet, after my worst day on the planet by far of when dark went really dark, I crawl out of all that, and then all of a sudden I go on, I see Jill at the Tri-States, the last time I ever raced, ever, in 2011. We meet at the Saturday beach party. And so it was like kind of catching up, like, where have you been? And she goes, that's awful. And she kind of looked at, and we kind of looked at each other like, should we go out? And I said, no, I don't think I'm, because she's like proverbial single. And she dates these guys. I don't want to get into her business, but she's the sweetest, the most outgoing girl who's the most insecure I've ever met. But she's outgoing. And we are so much alike in that way that, I mean, she has a lot of freckles. She's Irish, French, Scottish Irish, if I remember right, because I'm all Irish and a little bit of French and Scottish. And so we kind of yacked about that. And she talked about her freckles, how she was teased when she was a little kid. And so we kind of, not non-flirting, but having a great time. And it got to the point like no. Because it was just like, no, I'm too much of a train wreck. But the whole thing, God, are you putting another person in my life? Jill? Not a cousin. You could say a cousin, maybe a second cousin. And nothing, she's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. And, I mean, slender. She's in her 50s. She's born in 63. Sorry, Jill, if you ever see this, I'm embarrassing you, but she was an audio guy. She went to Amsterdam a lot, I remember. Joking, I don't know. But she dated these goofball guys, and they were like they were these big not big names, but guys that had really cool race boats. And I think she kind of admitted, she goes, yeah, I'm pretty much drawn to the boats because she is a sailor. She was a sailor. As awkward as I am out there, she felt that awkward too, but she did a great job. She was stellar at I'm sure she pretty much just trimmed sails, that I remember. She might have done more. But we had a great, and, God, are you doing this again with the Jill after all that? And same age? It's like, come on. 3 years difference? Mick was 6 years difference. Oh, man. Anyway, so the segue I'm going to do is, just so you realize that Jill was obviously the biggest factor from, meet someone to spend the rest of your life with. And the point here is, I keep thinking that God's putting these people in my life, that's them. That is them. So, dangle the little carrot. Sorry, Jill, you're just a carrot now. But you dangle the carrot and, do I go for the carrot? And this is my life. That's why I had this image up. This is my life. These are the little carrots that God dangles in front of me. And now I have to get them. They're only like $6. But that's what my life is, that I know God's involved, but I keep guessing at what the reason is for these things. And you've had at least half a dozen examples of me just going off before I read the next sentence and realize that what I'm spent 10 minutes explaining is described in the following sentence. But that's what I do. I take the smallest bit of information and run with it. And Jill Mecklenburger was the last person that I was like, you're putting it? And I just said, no, I just can't. This poor girl, I mean, she had a dating nightmare of just goofball guys and stuff. And she was pretty candid with what she came across as so extraordinarily shy. But she just, I mean, the tape kept rolling with the candor. Where you think, like, do you need to take a break? No, just keep going. Like, wow. You talk about all these goofy guys that, oh, man. Man, if I were a guy, it'd be a girl, and that'd even be worse. Deal with guys. Ugh. Anyway. I don't know, a pack of 100 for how much? 22? No. Anyway, we're not here to talk about carrots. But that's what it is. That's what my life seems like. God putting a little carrot in front and run toward it. I think this Nancy Caldwell, we had one other girl on a Mac, and she flew in. She raced on Lake Superior. And I think that's her. Because Nancy sounds right. But I was thinking it was Carolyn was that girl. But, Stan flew in. Some rock star from Lake Superior. And, we as a boat did really well. And had fun. And I tell you, it's humbling. But it's hard to control the ego when someone from out of town who's a rock star comes in and goes, wow, you really know how to sail, don't you? And to hear someone say that to me, oh, that's $1 million. But I don't know if that's her. I think the other Carolyn, but anyway, not what we're talking about. Hold on. So here we're talking about soulmates. A word I can't stand and don't use. But the thing with, finding the one person to spend the rest of your life with. And I don't know where I came up with that equation, but at some point, God knew that was the only thing that was important to me. And for those of you, because I'm just going to slide this in here, what do you think the big message was? Huh? The one special person? Huh? A girl? No! Yeshua! Jesus Christ! That's what I had to do first. And then, but I never got the message. So, that's why things didn't work out. I'm giving away a lot on that one, but there's so many different things out there that I'm just going to stick it in there. But yeah, that was what I had to get wrapped up before. And not that anyone's come in. No. My phone is deactivated. Well, it's activated now, but that's only because I have to make a doctor's appointment this week. But, no. And it's not that, sure, he gets me when everything's, I'm wrapped up. No, that train has left the station. No, we're not bringing that luggage anymore. Nope. So, anyway. So, yeah. So, just to show you where I took what maybe even just a normal situation and ran with it because I thought it was God. Well, obviously it was God's doing, but not what I was supposed to do. So let's just kind of go with this. And it's like, oh, Ray, we got the Ray stories. We're going to do that this week. We got to wrap things up in the big time. But it's like, yeah, let's do that over. Yep. This is back to, all right, hold on. All right, so you know about that. And that's just a good friend, Char. And, I don't know. It's just too confusing. And then what we're looking for is Char was the, hold on. And I can probably get a more flattering picture, but Char was just a good friend. Hank and her went out, my roommate, and we went dryer riding. 2 people in the industrial dryer. Yep, and I have a cast on or leg thing. But we were kind of like the Kim Stoll, where we just had a blast with each other. And it just, I mean, she'd usually be dating someone, and I was the proverbial bachelor, because too cool for school. No. And it just worked out that way. And, you know, maybe, you know, but we were a lot, but, you know, not the one, but we were just so much alike. Stole my hat, stole my crutch, but that's how we were. It was just neat. I mean, I saw a picture of her. We talked a couple years ago, and she looks exactly the same. She's absolutely beautiful. And we acted, and she was a pie fight. Oh, hold on. But turn the radio. There are like 3 songs that for some reason they're so loud. Anyway. No, Char and I were like, she was like the Kim Stoll, amped up a few notches. Because there was Sam and Diane tension going on, maybe a little bit. Maybe I'm reading too much. But I gotta turn that radio down. Hold on. Okay, Kentucky Woman was a little bit too loud, and I'm just wondering if she's from Kentucky, because that would just, But she's from Indiana, that I know of. But what I was starting to say, she was a sorority sister of Jane's. And when we talked, it was the first time we had talked since the 90s. And she goes, "What were you thinking?" But we picked up like there were like 4 hours between the last time we talked. It was amazing. We yacked and yacked and yacked. I think she's married, but I think she's had a couple husbands. And had just gotten married again, but well-to-do. She worked with deaf children. And phenomenal woman. Oh my God, when I say fun, I mean, it's just the personality, the sense of humor, the intelligence, the wit. And I love when someone catches on with goofy humor and is like, brings it up a notch. Okay, game on. And she was that type. But we had fun. This was at a wedding. And now that's the tweed coat I know and still have. This is from 90 something. Anyway, we were at a wedding, and it might have been Brad's wedding. I don't know. But we went. It was fun. But, you know, But my point being, this is like as I drift off, point being is that it's not just Jill. You know, it's like, well, okay, someone's going to get put in front. And my junior year, I fell for this person. And that's the only picture I have, because I either tossed or they're back in Pentwater. But that's Kathy. That's all you need to know. But we had a party. Hold on, let me get in the right order. We had a boat building. I'd throw these stupid parties just to meet people. And so I had they're like little Lego boats. And they had to put them together somehow, and I even forgot what the thing was, but that's what the bathtub was. First person to build it and get it in or something. So you have beer and stuff. Uncle Sherwin's is right back here. That's the chapter room. This is down the basement. There's a foosball table. Best goalie in the world? No, I'm kidding. But I've got a goalie shot that, man, when it gets through, whoo! Anyway, Jerry, we know Jerry. That Jerry, and he'd kill me, but he's a great guy. And he took those looks and used them. Let's just say that, put it that way. And he didn't hold back of, you know. Oh, I'd be remiss if I didn't tell this one story about Jerry. He came back. We all, you know, get back from summer break and everything, and you're all kind of sitting around yakking about what everyone did over the summer. And Jerry comes in with this story. He goes, "You guys won't believe the date I had this summer." And there's probably about 10 guys in the room, and everyone's telling war stories of, you know, what they did over the summer and stuff. And he goes, "You guys won't believe what happened to me." And he goes on with this story about going out with this girl, and, you know, that he had seen at a, like he went out for pizza and saw this girl over at another table and was kind of flirting with her, and he asked her out, and they exchanged information and stuff. And so he said, when I went over to pick her up, her father met me at the door and said, "Oh, I'm so grateful that, you know, you're asking my daughter out and everything else." And Jerry was like, you know, it's kind of strange that father was saying all these things, but he's being real nice to me and going on and on. And finally the girl came down, and it turned out she had no legs. so we're all sitting around going, "Oh my God." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I know it's hard to believe, but, you know, when we saw her at the pizza place, that she was sitting behind a table and you couldn't tell." And so he's going on with this story where he said he had to carry her out to the car. They went out, and the girl was kind of like, "Well, you know, you didn't know, and I'm really appreciative that you're taking me out." And you see where this is going. But Jerry just had the whole room going for about 20 minutes. And he's going on, he's saying that, you know, that they went out and they got some wine, and he started talking to the girl, and she was actually, you know, pretty nice, and they started, you know, kind of fooling around, and so, and we're all like, "Yeah, this is Jerry. This is something that happened to Jerry." And so he's going on, he goes, "Yeah, then we went out, and then, you know, we were by a tree, and, you know, one thing led to another, and then afterwards, he goes, well, you know, he had to take her back home." He took her back home. And we're all sitting there like, "Oh my God, I can't imagine that whole thing." And he said, "Yeah, he took her back and he carried her into the house, and her father's right there." And we're like, "Oh my God." And he said, the father looked at him, he goes, "Yeah, most people leave her out by the tree." But I don't know if that came out, but he had this whole room going for about 20 minutes with this whole joke about how you're dating this girl with no legs, and we're just like, "Oh my God, that's horrible." And oh my God. So Jerry, if you ever hear this, I hope you get a chuckle, because you had about 10, 15 guys just like, "Oh my God." But anyway, had to stick this one in there during post-production. But anyway, we'll see ya. But yeah, he is a good-looking guy. And Jerry and I were softball coaches. I don't want to do this to Jerry. It's rude. So, Jerry, you're a great guy. He's in Oklahoma City now with a big-time attorney. But, and he was a goofball. He'd play up the part. He isn't serious. But it was just a funny thing. The summer that we were all there, that we had the beach on the back of the house, and we'd just sit out there in the sun, and oh my God, that was a good summer. But hold on. So yeah, Jerry and I were the Gamma Phi softball coaches. junior year. And he went along with me because I think Kathy had given me some attention at a party, and I kind of let, oh, I'm going to go with it, but I got to create a party to invite them over. That'd be the way, that was kind of my my shtick. And so he was around, and he was kind of, you know, the guy holding the little boy's hand about meeting girls on this venture. But we did. We were softball coaches. I was a third base coach, and I think everyone just stopped at first base and talked with Jerry, and that was his dating service. But it was fun. But I ended up meeting Kathy, and I had a picture of her and I working on one of these little boats, but that's either gone or whatever. But that night, we went over to Skag's roof. Oh, here's the little thing. Well, this is kind of tying it. These are the little boat things from the party. And that was my hat. And then this is the result from this, where this was on Mother's Day weekend, and I shoved computer cards under the shingles on Skag's roof. You know, this Skag's roof, where I guess that was my social, that was my Love Dart Lounge. Just take people up there. So, what you doing? You come here often? No, that's Deb. You know Deb. That's my Ripon College shirt I loved. See, that was my Ripon tennis camp. Or Ripon College was the tennis camp. But anyway, I don't know who that is. But, oh my God. So anyway, so we took a picture of beer. You can't see it because she's sucking it. And I can't remember who took the picture. But we were up there, then all of a sudden someone else would come up there. This was no secret to go up on Skag's roof just to goof around. But I was up there sliding around, putting in the cards for, it said, Happy Mom's Day, love you stage. Because, yeah, love is my mother. Of course I can say love you. And then I have another picture from the front of the house where you could see it across the diag. Hold on. So there's the layout. Here's the fight-out house. There's Skag's roof. And I have a picture from over here where you can see the whole thing spelled out. I'm just wondering if it's worth going down to, I don't know, probably not. Oh, there's a church on the one side. And actually, I parachuted into a place I don't know where I am. Oh, there's the lawn. There's the grad school front lawn I mowed. Where are we? Oh, there's the fight out. No. Oh, this, boy, is this changed. I'm not even on State Street. I don't know. Hold on. Man, this thing has changed so much. Wow. See, they narrowed it. Wow. But yeah, there's the Phi Lodge. And here's the pit. There's like a... Oh, the water ballooning. Oh my God. Alright, gotta tell the water ballooning stories. It's not... It's what it sounds like. We took water balloons and we launched them across the street. But hold on. Man, all the... That's new. But anyway, this was the old portion. That's the new portion. Whoa. And, oh, that tree. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's kind of new. But anyway, yeah, we'd hide in there and with surgical tubing and a funnel that we would launch water balloons and hit all the way across over here. People going into the Stewart Center and stuff. Oh, yeah. And then since it's below grade, it's like 3 feet, 4 feet below grade. I mean, someone's head would probably be about right here. All you do is duck down. That person doesn't know where that water balloon came from. Oh, my gosh. But, yeah, that was the pit. Then people go ledge walking. That's a little ledge. But you can see where they put up a railing after that person fell. Who wasn't Hank? Hank could have been that person. See the railing? Thank God they put it. We had grilled parties out there after I was Council of Aging at Purdue. We did a bunch of stuff and came back and grilled out. Oh, man, that was fun. But, yeah, that's our room. Right there. Yep, yep, yep. And, what was it, Grand Prix? Or one of the, took out the front, set up the living room on the front, got in the cover of the newspaper, brought out the lamp and the TV. I don't know if we, oh yeah, we did bring out the TV to watch, not Wimbledon, Wimbledon. Yeah. So, oh, but this is all raised up now? Wow. Alright. That doesn't... Anyway. I know it's irrelevant. I haven't seen this for so long. Oh my God. Yeah, ledge walking, sit out here and have... Oh man, one time, the summer of 80, that great summer, I was in summer school. I did a water balloon thing and nailed a guy, and he tore after me, and I went inside and did the, here, take my hat, give me a shirt, do something. And, yeah, that was bad. But, oh my God, was that a fun summer of 80. So you can't see it from here. But yeah, here's the church sandwich, one half of it. We call it a hell sandwich. Yeah, you can't see it, so never mind. But, oh, that little tower. Oh, they took away the fountain. They took away the smokestack. Oh, knuckleheads. I don't like new things, obviously. So, yeah, there's this top of the stacks. Yeah, there used to be a smokestack. Infamous smokestack. Everyone called it the finger to the world. But, yeah. So you can see. Oh, but this was under construction when we were there. So we got a little playground right in front yard a couple times. And the Caterpillar key, I just looked this up for this story. It's universal. It's still universal. Go figure that. So, anyway. So yeah, we played on bulldozers, but not anything bad or memorable. That'd be deniable. Got to find out what the statute of limitations are, but we're, it's no big deal. Anyway, hold on. So yeah, we went up there and she had a pitcher of beer because the other picture has her holding it. There's a cup, my cup somewhere, and I think we were there for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I can't imagine what was going through her head. But I shoved all these cards in. Happy Mom say, okay, let's go back. And that's what you get for So that's a theme. That is just a theme. So not to confuse that with the others. Not to be confused with these, because that's the front side. And there's the little impact point with Mr. Bull. Anyway. Oh, but it is to note, yeah, that's the yellow slicker I had for so many years. That thing was bulletproof. You know, you kind of wait for an excuse to come up to buy something new. I don't know. I think it ended up getting moldy or something, but oh my God, that thing was just, man, it's like a suit of armor. But that's what I proposed to Jane in. I was, not the coat, but I was wearing the bibs when I got hoisted up. I had this because I was editing the other tape. So yeah, I was hoisted up to do the sheet sign, and I was wearing the fall weather bibs and just and playing the theme song from 2001 when we did it. It was kind of neat. So in case we're getting out of sorts here, so yeah, I was up there and 3 sheets to the wind, baby. God, gotta quit saying that baby stuff. And don't read too much into this Captain Proton, but I'd say every morning Jane was in Indianapolis, and I was at CTL, and I'd fax her every day a little cartoon, one of those cartoon things, and I'd sign it Captain Proton. And that's all that meant. There's nothing more to that. So, but yeah, that was, got to go big sometimes. But yeah, so the Rebound Crew, that was, okay, we're not going there, but we're just talking about interest. So when I got into racing, then after grad school and coming back and getting situated, I met this person. And her name is Laura.